Well, clashes have broken out between BJP workers and cops in Lucknow. The BJP was protesting against the Akhilesh Yadav government in light of the Badaun rape and murder case. There you have it on your television screens, visuals coming in from Lucknow. The cops trying to restrain the protesters by throwing water cannons at them now. Amir Haq is now joining us with more details from Lucknow. Amir, how exactly did these clashes start?
Well, Maha, this is a planned protest by the BJP's women's wing, and they were supposed to go and gherav the Chief Minister's office today on the issues of law and order and also of the crime against women. So this was well planned, and therefore the police had put up barricades right opposite the BJP office in Lucknow to prevent these women from marching towards the Chief Minister's office. And this was when, in fact, they tried to cross the barricade, when they threw water cannons at them, and in fact some mild force was also used to disperse the assembled women, but they haven't dispersed as yet. They're still standing opposite the line of police and the barricades that have been put up opposite the assembly house here, right opposite the BJP office. So definitely BJP making it very, very clear their point that...
All right, Amir, I'll have to interrupt you there for a bit because we have with us on the phone line Gaurav Bhatia, Samajwadi Party leader. Gaurav, these women, the BJP workers, were trying to protest against what happened in Badaun. Why have they been restrained? They've been barricaded inside very close to the BJP office itself. Why not allow a peaceful protest? After all, everyone is outraged.
No, I think at this juncture, especially when after all the decisions have been quickly taken in the Badaun rape case, all their demand that there should be a CBI investigation have been agreed to. And now senior leader of the Samajwadi Party, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, was also there at Badaun, who met the family members of the deceased. If they have any suggestion for that matter, they can forward it. But to make a political stunt out of this entire incident, I think, is very unfortunate. This very BJP never cared for the plight of the women earlier, just because now they want to make a political stunt. They are doing all this, and that is why they are not being allowed. It needs to be also seen that if they have any constructive suggestions, they can forward it to the state administration. Those would be looked into.
But Gaurav Bhatia, BJP is not the only party. There are people across all walks of life who are outraged by the manner in which these young girls were raped and then murdered. Now, if a protest is also clamped down upon, then how do people express themselves? All right, Gaurav Bhatia doesn't seem very happy with those questions over there that are being put to the Samajwadi Party. Now you can clearly see that there is outrage after the Badaun incident. It's a horrific rape and murder case, and the Samajwadi Party there perhaps trying to clamp down on the protest. Today the BJP's women's wing was going to protest and gherav the Chief Minister's office. Amir Haq is with us on the phone line from Lucknow. Amir, were the cops trying to clamp down on the protests because we could clearly see barricading around the BJP office itself? Okay, let me first go across to Rita Bahuguna Joshi of the Congress party. She's on the phone line with us. Rita ji, you can clearly see the BJP members, they're trying to protest, and the cops are trying to restrain them. What is the Congress doing? Of course, Rahul Gandhi has been to Badaun and demanded a CBI inquiry, but would you want to join hands for a change with an opposing party to bring to the fore this gruesome incident?
There is no question of joining hands, because they are doing it now because they're related with their success in Delhi. But we have been fighting against crime against women in UP for the past 8-9 years. I remember ever since there was a change of guards in 2007, since then there's been a huge deterioration in the law and order conditions vis-a-vis women in our state. And we have been continuously working on that. We have been fighting for women's rights and for crime again, and for bringing a better law and order situation. Yesterday we had a symbolic a demonstration near the Gandhi statue in Azadganj. The question here is that when Rahulji went there and he demanded a CBI inquiry, it has been ordered. People have been dismissed. Some have gone to jail. And we are looking for speedy justice. I feel that every party has a right to protest. We have our own ways of protesting, and we feel that the condition of law and order in UP has deteriorated very badly.
Thus, also on the phone line, we are joined by Sharad Pradhan, senior journalist. Rita ji, I would like you to stay on with us. We'll take a quick question with Sharad Pradhan now. Sir, you know, enough is enough. That's what people in Uttar Pradesh seem to be saying now. And you can clearly see how a protest is also being clamped down upon. What do you have to say about the way in which the Samajwadi Party has handled this whole issue?
I feel Akhilesh has been very, the kind of insensitivity that he displayed the other day in Kanpur when some journalists questioned him, and that has generated a lot of anger. And adding insult to injury, he has not even cared to visit the place. Can you imagine his cousin who represents Badaun in the Lok Sabha, Dharmendra Yadav? He only after.
All right, Mr. Pradhan, I'm sorry we had to interrupt you there because there were reactions coming in from Lucknow of the BJP women's wing workers there, alleging that they were lathi charged and water cannons were used on them. Go ahead with what you were trying to explain to us, how Samajwadi Party and particularly Akhilesh, the young CM, of whom we had so much expectations from, has handled this issue.
No, he has really belied all hopes and expectations. People had hoped that he would bring in some new wave of fresh air into the governance. But I think all he has done in 2 years has made it worse. And the tragedy is that he doesn't seem to have learned even from the election results in which the party has fared so poorly. I wonder, he is. As a matter of fact, you would be shocked to know that he doesn't even go to, most of the time he's functioning from home. He doesn't even go to office like Mayawati never used to go. So where is the change? What one expected Akhilesh to be doing? And now this is not the kind of the way to handle a protest by using water cannons or lathi charging. I think more of water cannons has been used, and but this is not the way to handle a protest.
Well, absolutely no way to handle a protest. It was a planned protest, and these women were stopped from marching towards the Chief Minister's office. Sharad Pradhan there giving us a glimpse of how Akhilesh Yadav has been handling the situation in UP. Sharad Pradhan, today the UN itself has condemned this brutal incident that took place in Badaun. It's a shame, not just for Uttar Pradesh, but for the country itself, that an international organization has to intervene in a country, in a democracy like India, and ask the government to do something about the atrocities and the violence against women.
Absolutely. The tragedy is that neither him nor his father, as a matter of fact, what his father had said during the election campaign, you would remember, everybody has heard that and condemned it, that when he was asked to comment on this capital punishment for rapists, he says, no, this is too harsh. After all, boys are boys. They sometimes make a mistake. They should not be sentenced to death for this. Now, what message does it send? It is very obvious. If a leader of such a senior leader of a political party, and who was aspiring to then become prime minister, goes about saying that there is so what, rape is not such a big crime. That is the message he was sending. So what is, and as it is, they are known for having lumpen element in their party. All political parties have a lumpen element as known, but in the case of Samajwadi Party, and if the party is in power, they become worse. So there has to be so far the government has not been able to send a message that they are actually still committed to taking serious concrete action against crimes committed by such people, irrespective of what they are. As you can see, the problem in UP is also because a large chunk of the police stations across Uttar Pradesh are headed by Yadav.
Okay. Sharad Pradhan, I'd request you to stay on with us. Akhilesh Pratap Singh of the Congress Party is also now joining us on the phone line. Mr. Singh, you can clearly see the protests there by the BJP in Lucknow have been clamped down upon by the police there. First of all, your comments on this sort of a behavior of the cops. They have apparently lathi charged and also thrown water cannons at the women workers there.
कि इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि उत्तर प्रदेश में कानून व्यवस्था ध्वस्त हो चुकी है, जंगल राज की तरफ बढ़ चुका है प्रदेश। लेस मात्र भी महिलाओं की सुरक्षा का कोई भी यकीन इस सरकार पे अब नहीं कर रहा है। लेकिन जो बीजेपी अभी तक बदायूं पे कुछ नहीं किया, सारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज खासतौर से कांग्रेस के एक्टिव होने के बाद वो फेस सेविंग के लिए कर रहे हैं। जो दिल्ली और पूरे देश में जब भी कभी रेप हो रहा था, जिस प्रकार से बढ़ चढ़ करके बीजेपी बोलती थी, वो क्यों खामोश थी 1 हफ्ते तक, 6 दिनों तक? आज सिर्फ फेस सेविंग की बात कर रही है। इनके लीडरों ने हमेशा से महिलाओं के सुरक्षा पे लेकर के क्या स्टेटमेंट दिया, चाहे मोहन भागवत जी हो, चाहे वर्गीस जी हो, चाहे बीजेपी के तमाम अन्य नेता हों। तो ये डुअल जो स्टैंडर्ड है बीजेपी का, वो दिख रहा है। हम प्रदेश की सरकार की समर्थन नहीं कर रहे हैं, घोर निंदा कर रहे हैं। इस सरकार बोझ है इस प्रदेश की जनता पे। जितना ज्यादा अराजकता, बलात्कार, हत्या, जो कुछ भी पैट्रोनाइज कर रही है सरकार कर रही है, ये पब्लिक की सरकार नहीं रही है। ये
Mr. Akhilesh Pratap Singh, do you think these are grounds good enough for asking for the dismissal of Uttar Pradesh government, the Samajwadi Party government in UP?
ये दूसरे पहलू हैं, ये दूसरे पहलू हैं, क्योंकि बिहार के गवर्नमेंट के डिसमिसल के बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जो गाइडलाइंस आई हैं, ये दूसरा पहलू है। महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि ये सरकार चित है, ये सरकार नहीं चेत रही है। शुरू से अंत तक जब से ये सरकार बनी है, कांग्रेस पार्टी सड़क से लेकर सदन तक इस सरकार को चेताने की बात करती है। लेकिन ये जो पिछले 10, 15, 20 वर्षों में यूपी में जितनी भी गैर कांग्रेसी सरकारें बन रही हैं, वो कुछ सर्टेन लोगों की सरकारें बन रही हैं। एक जा रही है, दूसरे सरकार आ रही है, वो कुछ सर्टेन लोगों की बन रही है। सबकी सरकार नहीं बन रही है, चाहे बीजेपी हो, चाहे समाजवादी पार्टी हो, चाहे भाजपा हो। तो ये एक क्रिमिनलों को पैट्रोनाइज करने का, उनका मोरल बूस्टअप का काम कर रहा है। और वो यूपी की फिर ये जो दोबारा सरकार आई है, जिस कारण से पहले बार ये बेदखल हुई थी, कि ये उम्मीद थी कि कुछ कंट्रोल करेगी, लेकिन ये तो और वर्स्ट होती जा रही है। और इसके लोग एकदम बेलगाम हो गए हैं। सरकार कहीं शक्ति दिखाई नहीं दे रही है।
Okay. Akhilesh Pratap Singh, many thanks for speaking with Headlines today. Let's quickly listen in now to Lakshmikant Bajpai of the BJP. He spoke right after those protests in Lucknow, where the cops tried to break up the protest. All right, so there you can clearly see that the women's wing of the BJP trying to protest against the Akhilesh Yadav government in Lucknow. It was a planned protest, as our correspondent Amir Haq was telling us, and the cops barricaded the road right outside the BJP office so that these women could not march to the CM's office as was planned. Amir Haq is going to take us through more details now. He's joining us from Lucknow. Amir, there are allegations also being made by women that to clamp down on the protest, mild lathi charge was also used.
Well, not exactly a lathi charge here, Maha, but definitely they did use mild force to disperse the protesting women. They were also showered with water cannon, which in fact discouraged more and more women to join the protest, as was happening here on the ground. But these women here of the BJP women's wing are still present on the spot. The police has withdrew force right now, but the barricades are still there right opposite the UP State Assembly. These women are there. Some of the male members of the BJP, including the state BJP president Lakshmikant Bajpai, are also there to monitor the protest. They also claim, in fact, that some of these women have sneaked out of these barricades, and they've gone and actually surrounded the Chief Minister's office a little distance from here, as was being claimed by the BJP women's wing earlier. So definitely a massive protest here. But a full-blown lathi charge was definitely not done on these women members. Only mild use of force was done.